Hello, what's up, guys? This is BJ Min from HowExpert, where we publish quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. And today's special guest is the author of the book, Massage Therapy 101. Do you see that right here? Okay. Her name is Nicole Urban. She's a massage therapist from
Idaho.
There you go. Sorry, I was about to say C, but Idaho, yes. And she has 4 years of real life experience in massage therapy. This interview is to help other people who want to become a massage therapist, and for everyday people who want to learn about the benefits of being a massage therapy. Her website, if you want to check out her website, is basically urbanhealthservices.com. She has her own website, her own massage therapy services. So whoever watches this for now and for the future, go check her out and check out her massage therapy services. If you want to connect with her, contact her on Facebook, facebook.com/urban health services, and also at LinkedIn. She's there as well. Okay. So before we get started with this interview, let me just read a little quick bio about her, okay, for you guys to know. Nicole Urban graduated from the Colorado Institute of Massage Therapy in 2013, completing their 850-hour program. After serving a mission for a church in Brazil for a year and a half, she returned to Colorado to complete all of her licensing requirements. She became a licensed massage therapist in 2015 and has been practicing massage therapy ever since. First in Colorado and then in Idaho when she moved there to attend Brigham Young University in Idaho. In July 2019, she graduated from BYU-I with a BS in exercise physiology. Today, she is an ACE certified health coach, as well as the owner of her own massage therapy business. She also helps out with the teaching at the local massage therapy school near her home. Nicole, thank you for coming to this interview. I appreciate you. How you doing?
Doing well, and thank you for having me.
Awesome. Okay, so let's get started. Like, how did you, first of all, let's get started with the basic questions. How did you get into massage therapy?
Well, when I was younger, I used to give my family massages just during family gatherings, and as you know, and they always told me I was really good at it. So I was like, oh, cool, I'm good at this. But it never really occurred to me to turn it into a job until my freshman year of high school. I took an economics class, and part of the class included a project where I had to research my dream career. And so I originally wanted to go into writing, but you really don't earn a lot of money in that unless you become like a best-selling author like Stephen King or something. So I decided to look into massage therapy, and I actually liked what I saw. You can work in lots of different places, you make decent money, and the job market is continuing to grow for it. So you're never going to be without an opportunity to work. And so after I graduated,
go ahead, continue.
Well, after I graduated high school, I decided to go to the massage school and get my certification, and I've been working ever since. And it's been an amazing career.
Wow, awesome. When did you start massage therapy, and when did people like in your family recognize, hey, you're pretty good at this? You said before high school, so what age?
Oh, I think my earliest memory was when I was like 6.
6 years old. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. We went to go visit some cousins, and one of the relatives there, I just massaged his shoulders real quick, and he's like, oh, you're so good at this. And I'm like, really?
That's pretty interesting, because I'm sure other family members did it too, but you had a talent for it from a young age, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom has around 5 years old, I was doing massage too, my brother, my dad, and whatever. But my mom will always say, "Oh, you're good at this too," to me. Like, I didn't know. Some people have it, right? That's how it is.
Mm-hmm. Some people just have that intuitive sense of touch, and they can just know how to help people feel better.
Cool. Let's get into the next question. What are the benefits of massage therapy for, everyday people? Some people, may not know the benefits, but what are the benefits of getting massages?
Well, first of all, massage has been shown to promote relaxation. If you're having a really stressful day, a massage can definitely help you unwind. It can help you release some of the tension that you're feeling. But it's also been shown to help with helping expectant mothers prepare for labor. You can help athletes improve their performance, and you can help people who've been in car accidents or had surgeries to improve their recovery, so they can essentially recover faster.
Okay, cool. So or just how often do you recommend everyday people is it to get like a massage? Is it once a month, once a week? How does it work? For what do you recommend for everyday people?
Typically, once a month is usually a good happy medium, because then, like, for one thing, I will say massages are typically a little more expensive. The average is about $75 for a regular massage. And so once a month is a good happy medium where it's not breaking your bank, but you're still getting all of the benefits.
And how $75 an hour, 30 minutes? How long on average?
Per hour. Per hour.
Per hour. Okay. So that's kind of like the average for people out who don't know about this. You know, that's about the average rate. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Where can massage therapists work? Generally, if you want to get started as a massage therapist like you, where do they find work and some options?
So the first place that I ended up working at was actually with a chiropractor's clinic, because a lot of times chiropractors like to pair massage with their treatments so that they can help their clients feel better. But you can work in places like they have specific massage clinics, like I'm sure you've probably seen Massage Envy around town.
Yes.
Yes, they have chains like that. That's a good place to get started. But you can also, if depending on the specialties you go into, you can work in places like doctor's offices, hospitals, with sports teams, on cruise ships. It really depends on what your interest is and how much training you get.
That's so a lot of different options out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What careers does massage therapy pair well with, in your opinion?
Oh, it pairs well with a lot of different careers. Like you mentioned in my bio, I'm also an ACE certified health coach. So I can help people improve their health and exercise routines as well as do massage. But I've heard of some other therapists going on to PT school or go on to medical school, become personal trainers. So it can pair well with pretty much anything in the health field. Cool.
Do you have any amazing stories about how massage has helped your clients? Just some interesting stories out there, before and after.
I remember once I worked for a spa, and a lady came in who had been in a car accident before, and she had a lot of tension in her neck because of it, from the whiplash and things. And so I started working on her neck, and I started getting into some of the deeper muscles in her neck. And all of a sudden, she heard a pop in her ear, and fluid started draining, and she could hear out of her ear. Wow. Like she didn't even realize that she had lost hearing from the accident. And then after that tension was released, she could hear again. It was so cool just to see the transformation.
Was that in one session? First session or what?
Yeah, it was my first session with her.
And you were just massaging her neck or something like that? That's what was going on?
Muscles back here in her neck.
And something happened?
Yeah, some of the tension released that allowed the fluid to drain from her ear for some reason.
What?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Hilarious. That's amazing. Any other stories out there? That's very fascinating.
Not all of the sessions that I've been with have been that dramatic, but I have been able to see how massage has helped people. One of my favorite stories is there was a lady who had a bad fall and accidentally almost cut her spinal cord. And for years, so like years and years and years later, she's still very functional. She managed to recover well, but her shoulders had seized up in like protection, to protect her from getting injured further. And so over the course of several months, with several sessions, like once a week and once every couple of weeks, we were able to get her shoulders to relax down and improve her posture.
Right. How many sessions did it take usually?
At least 3 months of sessions. So about almost 12 sessions before we could get to that point.
Is there a general program that you recommend, like 6 sessions for when people want to get started, or like 10 or what? Is there a general amount?
So if you're just coming in for massages in order to see what it's like, I would recommend coming in once every couple weeks for about 1 to 2 months just to see how it feels and how it's affecting your body. And then after that, you can just do once a month and that'll be good. But if you're coming in for like an injury, they will usually recommend 3 times a week and then taper it off to twice a week, once every couple of weeks, once a month until you're feeling better.
For most people who may not know too much, what's the difference between a massage therapist, what they do, and a chiropractor?
So a chiropractor is trained to manipulate the joints in your spine, in your shoulder. They are the ones who manipulate the bones. as a massage therapist, I'm only trained to manipulate the soft tissue, which is like the muscles and the skin. So while the chiropractors will go in and they'll pop your neck, I'm not certified to do that. So you can't ask your therapist to pop your neck for you.
Okay, cool. Do you have any basic advice for people who want to become a massage therapist for right now?
I would recommend getting massaged.
Massage, okay.
For the first step, because
Right.
you need to know how massage makes you feel. And that is going to be the motivation. Oh, if massage makes me feel good, maybe me massaging people will help them feel good. And you'll also get a better feel for what kinds of massage do you like. Because there are lots of different modalities or types of massage. And so experiencing the different types will give you a better idea of what kinds of massage you want to get trained in.
What about massage therapy school? Like you spent a lot of time, I was reading your bio, many hours in school, 850-hour program. Is that normal?
That is actually not. Most schools will ask for about 500 to 550 hours as their base program. But the school I went to offered an advanced program that allowed me to learn a couple extra modalities, and it required a few extra hours. So that's why I took the 850 program, was to get that extra training.
Now, people who want to get started, is there a different how do you find a massage therapy school? Like, any tips on that? Like, is there accredited ones and those without ones? How can you tell the difference? What's a good one? Like, how do you know?
So a lot of the schools that are accredited will also be listed. If you go to a massage association's website, like the American Massage Therapy Association, they will have a school locator on their website where you can type in, oh, I'm in New Mexico. Are there any schools near me? And then you'll be able to see, oh, here are the list of different schools that are closest to me. And then you can click on the website and search for them and see what sort of classes they offer and how much it costs.
Okay, so that's cool. In your 4-year journey, now you have your own business, but in your 4-year journey, where did you start working in?
I first started working at a chiropractor's office, like I mentioned. It was an office that a friend of mine worked at, and she was also a therapist, and she told me, hey, we're hiring therapists. Would you be interested? And I was like, yeah, totally. So I started working there. But then it was kind of a small chiropractor's office, so there wasn't a whole lot of work between the two of us. So I also got a job at a spa and inside a gym. It was like a really big gym that had its own spa inside of it.
Right.
And so I worked there for a little bit of time. And then when I moved up here to Idaho, I also found a chiropractor's office and a spa up here in my town that I worked at for a few years.
And then how did you jump into starting your own business? That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, my first decision with that was I decided with graduating, it was time for me to move on and try something new. Right. So I ended up quitting my job at the chiropractor's office where I was working. And I initially started applying to different places around the area just because I was like, okay, I'm still a therapist. I can still find work. But with the massage college here, there are a lot of massage therapists who graduate. And so there wasn't a whole lot of availability for me just because everybody who has a massage business already has massage therapists. So I thought about it. It's like, well, okay, I have the supplies. I can just start my own business.
Wow.
And so I went through the process of learning how to set up a business and learning how to put everything together so I could start working. And now I provide mobile massage therapy for the people in my area.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool. And you seem pretty young. You know, you're getting started and you're starting the right path. Build your business, you know?
That's the hope, yeah. And that's the hope is I can continue to do this even after my husband graduates and we move somewhere else.
Yeah, and you have your own website and stuff. Let's go into the table of contents for this book. Chapter 1, you talk about picking your place. In a nutshell, do you have a quick tip about picking your place?
It's all about where you want to practice because each state regulates massage therapy a little differently. And so if you know where you want to practice, what state you want to practice in, you can look up all of the state's requirements for training. And if they have any special classes you need to take, and you can figure out where the departments are that regulate the licenses so that when you do apply for it, you know where to send it. And you can also decide from that which schools you want to go to, whether you want to go to school in the same state that you want to practice in, or if you want to go to school somewhere closer. And we also go over some of the things you should look at when looking for massage schools and picking which one that you want to be the school you go to.
A quick question. If you are licensed in one state, can you go to another state and be a massage therapist, or do you have to get another license in a different state?
You would have to get another license in the different state.
So you got to do another 800-hour program in California if you want to go there.
Not quite.
Not quite.
So, for example, I got my license in Colorado originally, and I got the 850-hour program there. I got licensed. So in Colorado, I was allowed to practice massage therapy.
Right.
But when I moved up to Idaho, all I had to do was prove that I had a license from Colorado, that I was in good standing and didn't have anything on my record, and that I met all of Idaho's education requirements, which I did. So all I had to do was submit an application and get a brand new license from Idaho. So like for a few months, I had a license in both Colorado and Idaho. Okay,
so that's how it is for most states. You just have to put in the paperwork. You don't have to go to school again, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's good to hear. Okay. Business-wise, I mean, you have your own business. How do you pick your own place for a business?
It also depends a lot on what is offered around the area. Right. So like the first step that I was told when starting a business was look at your competition. Right. What do other massage therapists in your area offer? Can you offer something different? Can you offer something special? Can you offer something at a better price than compared to your other competitors? And if you don't feel like the market is good enough for your business, you can always try and relocate to somewhere else. And
you mentioned you're mobile too. So that means like you just go take your equipment and go to different places?
Yeah, exactly. I'll go to businesses and homes and provide massage therapy for people there.
How many percent of the times are you mobile, and how many times do you do in your own place or something like that?
Currently, I'm 100% mobile.
And is that how the future is happening for beginning massage therapy businesses? That's how they go into as a mobile? That sounds good.
I would say that it's a good start because to start a business with a location takes a lot of investment. Like you would have to pay for the building, you would have to pay for all the renovations, you have to pay for all the equipment, and then you would have to get all of the licenses and the permits. So, and then have to set up payroll for all your employees. It's just a lot of work and a lot of investment. Whereas for me, I'm just a sole proprietor. So that means that my business is just me. Right. And I don't have to worry about any licensing or permits because I work out of my home and I just take my work to the person.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's convenient for the clients too. It's kind of like having a restaurant. You don't have to have a restaurant. Now people have like food trucks,
exactly.
Mobile.
Yeah. They just bring it to you.
Yeah, and I have a question. As a mobile, I think this is great for beginners getting started, want to become a massage therapist and start their own business. What are the equipment that you need as a mobile?
So the most common equipment you're going to want is a massage chair. And so, yeah, there's a special chair that has been specifically designed to do a massage. It's lightweight, it's portable. It doesn't require a whole lot of setup and takedown, so it takes less time to actually get ready to go. And you can take it to offices, you can take it to events. So like if you're doing a marketing event at a fair, for example, you can just bring your chair, set it up, and you're good to go.
Massage chair, that's the most important one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I'm sure there's tons of it for beginners. Like what's a good brand that you recommend that's quality for mobile, let's say? Just, yeah.
So I believe the brand that I have is Earthlight. That's the name, is all one word, Earthlight. Okay. And you can usually find that on massagewarehouse.com. That's where I found mine.
Yeah. Cool. And how much does it cost? Just curious.
I bought mine in a package with the table. So the whole package came up to about $500. Okay. I believe most chairs are about $100 to $250.
You find it on Amazon?
I believe you can, but I've not done a lot of shopping on Amazon for that. But I do believe they do offer supplies on Amazon as well. Okay, but the place you got is a different website. What is the website called? Massagewarehouse.com. Okay, cool. Just for other people to know, that's great. Let's go into the next chapter too. It says completing your program, passing your classes. Any advice for people who want to complete their program? What's from your real life experience? What's your advice to them? So it's going to be a very hands-on program. You're not only going to be learning about anatomy and physiology, but you're also going to have hours where you're actually practicing on each other. So that's good news. You get a free massage every time you go to class.
Okay.
But it is a lot of work. You do need to learn a lot of material. And so if you want to succeed, I would suggest getting together with your classmates, forming study groups, things like that, taking every opportunity to practice your techniques outside of class too. Like if you learned all about this one technique, you can go home and be like, hey, sweetie, I just learned this new thing. Let me practice on you.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Good tips. And how many years is the like most programs does it take?
Most programs can fit 500 hours in 8 months.
You can do in 8 months. Okay. If you're super fast, right?
Yeah, exactly. They like to condense everything a little bit just because it makes it easier to get through the material and helps you graduate faster.
So what's the schedule like? Like 4 times in a week for people who are interested? Like 3 times a week, 2 hours a day classes? How does it work in 8 months?
It really depends on how the school formats it. Though my school had classes 2 days a week. And so one day was lecture where we learned all about anatomy and pathology and things like that. Yeah. And then the other day was technique class where we actually practiced our techniques on each other.
And how many hours each day?
About 3 or 4 hours a day.
Okay, 3 or 4 hours a day, twice a week. Okay, just curious because there might be people who have a job, but they want to transition into this and they want to know the schedule, you know?
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely what I had to do. Definitely had to do that. So I would often go to school in the morning, and then by afternoon, evening, I had to go to my job.
Okay,
and then
cool.
And repeat every week.
Awesome. Chapter 3 says becoming official. Any tips on that in a nutshell?
So this chapter talks about all the steps you need to go through to get licensed. But since each state has different regulations, it focuses a little more on the test. Every massage therapist, no matter where in the nation you go to school, has to take a national test called the NBLEX. And the NBLEX covers everything that you've learned in massage school and just makes sure that you know what you're doing and you know everything about ethics and anatomy and things like that.
So NBLEX is the test.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. So and that's for like 50 states in the US?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting. So that's the main thing you got to pass. And what's the test like? Is it like a written? And I'm sure you got a massage, but what's it like? 1 hour long? Tell me about it.
It's about they give you a couple hours to take it. It's a computer test, so it's multiple choice, about 100 questions. And then once you finish the test, you get your scores printed out on a sheet for you, and you can have your scores sent to whichever state you want. So when you sign up for the test, you say, okay, I want my scores sent to Colorado. I want it sent to Idaho. Or you can just pick I'm living in North Carolina. Let me just send it to North Carolina.
And then send to all 50 states?
Exactly. And they send it to the board who's responsible for the licensure. So when you apply, they already have your test scores right there, and they can say, oh, she did really well on this test. Let's go ahead and give her her license.
So there's no test on actually doing it, though?
No. Okay. That is solely responsible for the school. They will have practical tests for each type of modality they teach you, but there's no practical test for the national exam.
Is it a percentage? You got to pass over a certain percentage to pass? What is it for NBLEX?
I believe there is. I believe it's like 75% or more, but I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've taken the test.
Right. Okay, cool. And how much does it cost to take a test? Because some people might fail. Do they have to pay it again, or is that how it works?
So there is an application fee, but it's not very much. I believe it's somewhere between $25 and $50. And if you fail the test, you can take it again. You just have to apply again. So you would have to pay that fee every time you apply.
Awesome. Chapter 4, preparing your practice, understanding scope of practice, and HIPAA. Can you explain that?
So HIPAA stands for the Health Information and Privacy Act of 1995. And it basically brought standards to the healthcare community about how to handle personal information, how to handle the client's information. And because massage therapy is technically considered part of the medical community, we also have to be aware of how to handle our client's information, such as making sure all our files are kept secure, all our computers have passwords on them, not sharing information about your clients with anyone else. Like, you are not supposed to talk about who you're treating and what you're treating them for, that sort of thing.
Like a psychologist or a counselor, stuff
exactly,
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Chapter 5, building your client base. Any tips for people getting started? How do you build your client base and grow?
The best way to do that is just get the word out there. You got to put your name out there a lot. Just to be like, hey, I'm here. I'm here and I can help you with your problems. I can help you with your sore shoulders, with your injuries, with your sports. It's a lot of advertising, a lot of marketing yourself. But then once you start getting the clients coming in, it'll all start to snowball a little bit because they'll tell their friends and they'll tell their friends. And then you have a good solid base of clients who like your massage enough to keep coming back.
Right, word of mouth. So, but a lot of times people, it's hard to find their first client. What's your advice to get your first client, to get that momentum rolling?
So
what
I like to do is I like to talk to people just out on the street. And if they complain about something like, oh, my shoulders are so tense, I can be like, well, I can definitely help you with that. Do you want to go ahead and set up an appointment? And I'll give them my business card.
Who was your first client?
So since I just started the business, I'm still working on finding clients from the businesses around the area. But I do remember when I was working for different businesses that offered massage, they would often do the marketing for me. And then when the first client came in, I was just really polite, really friendly. And I did my best to give them the best massage that they'd ever had.
Right.
And awesome. Then
Most businesses, I've made a lot of different businesses. They say, start with friends and family first, you know what I mean? And then get the testimonial out, get the word of mouth. Start from that. Start with what you have and keep growing,
Yeah, exactly. Because then they know what you're good at and they can tell other people that you're good at it too.
Absolutely. Chapter 6, growing your business. Any tips on growing your business from your experience? You talk about time management, referrals, hiring employees, technological innovations.
So a lot of this, since I just started my business, isn't my own personal experience, but has been through the experiences I've seen other people going through running their own massage businesses. And so a lot of times you want to make sure that you can handle the workload. And if you're just starting out, as a massage therapist, it's more than likely it's just going to be you for the first little bit. You're going to be doing everything, answering calls, scheduling appointments, taking payments, as well as massaging. But as you're getting more and more clients, you might want to consider adding more help or getting more staff, like a secretary to help with answering phone calls or hiring other therapists so you can take on the extra caseload.
Yeah, don't be the chief cook, bottle washer, all that stuff all on one person. Yeah, you can't grow as a business owner. That's a good point. Chapter 7, last chapter, it says avoiding burnout. Any tips on avoiding burnout for massage therapists out there?
Well, the first step is to make sure you don't take on more work than you can handle. Like I remember one time I was doing 8 massages a day. So that was like 8 hours of massage straight.
Wow.
And I made great money, but I was so exhausted. Right. And so after that, I decided to set my limit at 6. So I can do 6 massages in a day and still be okay. But even after setting that limit, you need to make sure to give yourself time to just recharge, take care of your body, eat right, get sleep, exercise, because essentially you and your body are your work and you need to take care of it.
Right. That's a lot. I can't even do 1 hour massage. I get tired after 1 hour massage. That's your arms must be strong, right?
Oh yeah, they've gotten really, really strong over the years.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. Any other last piece of advice that you want to let people know about yourself or for massage therapists? Any last piece of advice?
For those who are interested in massage, I would definitely look into it. It is a very rewarding career. You're going to help tons of people feel better, and you're going to have a good career that's going to make sure that you're well taken care of. And for those who haven't gotten a massage yet, I would definitely encourage them to go try one.
Cool. Awesome. And as a marketer, I see like you have your own website. I would encourage you to, get the word out there. Maybe start with, I don't know. I believe in YouTube, I don't know if you've heard of Gary Vaynerchuk. He said YouTube is the new TV and TV is the radio and the radio is extinct. So, back in the days, if you wanted to be on TV, you had to pay thousands of dollars to advertise, right? But now the new TV is YouTube. It's free. So what I would recommend as a marketer, I see potential in you. Great. You've done the work. You have the website. You have the fan pages and everything. I would say, document your journey on your YouTube channel, or before and after testimony is a video. Just start your YouTube channel and you know, you can keep growing your business, get the word out there, and rank for, you know, Idaho massage therapist. No one is doing that right now, you know.
Yeah,
as a title. Like, no one's, go type Idaho massage therapist or wherever you live, Colorado massage therapist. They're not doing that. So each video people will search for Idaho. YouTube is now like the second biggest search engine. So people are searching for information about massage therapists and their location, Hawaii massage therapist. And if your video shows up, they'll contact you. You put your website on the description, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's a great idea. I'll have to look into doing that.
Absolutely. Yeah, it works. Let me show you your last piece of website for 1 second real quick. Again, if anyone's interested in Nicole's massage therapy services, go check out urbanhealthservices.com, or Facebook page, Urban Health Services, and LinkedIn. Nicole, I appreciate you. Thanks for being on this interview. Okay, I wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. Cool. Okay, we just